And hello, fellow raiders. Welcome to the raid video. And I have managed to achieve success at this month's Chris City rotation for Amius the lunar archon on hard. They sprung a free gear removal event on us this weekend. I had been building champs, a collection of champs up to that point to try to beat this guy, and I did manage to get it with a Deathchanter. Yes, who would have thought anyone would ever use Deathchanter anywhere for any reason? But I did, and that's probably why you're here. You're like, no way. No way did he use a Deathchanter, but I did. So, obviously I'm not going to repeat the entire run because it's such a pain in the rear to do. It takes a long time. Even though it took this long and I didn't repeat I didn't even repeat the kill. He died in the proper phase. But just to do a quick walkthrough here, first we're going to bait out his stun move because of Padma. Padma is really kind of the star of the show here. You do some bunch of A1s. Padma's A1 throws down a degrees attack. This guy just A1s until he needs to do the block heal move, which is actually this turn. So Chamfort is my guy I use for Iron Twins. And this is the turn where you use his decreased attack, and this is the only time I actually use it. I can actually take those buffs back, North Padma. This is the turn you apply the... Oh, it got resisted. I'd already beat it. That was a 3% resist. He's gonna heal up here. Heal and take a hit from Meteor. So most of the time you're just A1ing. A1, A1, A1. This whole round is A1s. And on this round, this is why we bring Owella. We do the increased res. Increased res is going to make the guy put us to sleep when he transitions over. You should do right here, here, no, here. So we go to sleep, and then we take an AoE smack. Get A1. Deathchanter is just A1 except for that one A2. So this is the part where Chamfort is actually a problem because the team decreased defense. Everyone here is an HP support or HP champion. HP champion, HP champion, support. So you build them with more HP. So in this situation, if you have a decreased defense on the Padma from the Chamfort, you need to cleanse it. Just continue to A1 there, and we're going to extend it and hope it actually makes it to the next phase. And then my defense-based champ is Padma here, and Padma was able to survive every attack. Oh, nope, he attacked Deathchanter, who had enough to survive. So that's basically it. She'll do the cleanse part again this time. He's going to flip these buffs, so you got to make sure your block debuffs is up, which it is. You're going to get stunned, but that's actually not a big deal. Boom, stun. Not a terribly big deal, and then you steal the buffs back again. Put in the decrease heal reduction, and voila, that's basically it. You basically repeat this. Like, that's gonna hurt, but he's not gonna heal. And you just repeat as needed. Occasionally, like I said, the decreased defense from Chamfort is a problem, but you can get around it with what I just did there. So it's good I actually was able to show it to you. And that's it. That's the whole rotation. And you do that for 15 minutes, he dies. That's the team. Let me show you the builds real fast because I will probably back reference these at some point. I really need to pick a mastery and blessing for my Abuela, but I've never actually had a problem with her. I could throw. She could be the Brimstone champion, right? Well, it's not protected till 6-star. Screw you, game. All right. So, tanky build. Above 250 speed, tanky. About it. I put Padma in some recently crafted Bloodthirst gear. Why Bloodthirst? Because Padma needs a 100% chance to crit for her decreased attack on her A1. I figure I might as well get some healing out of it. There's so much regen gear being used in other places that I wanted to find other sources of healing. So Bloodthirst is where I settled on. You could do a lifesteal here as well if you have excellent lifesteal gear from back in the day, but I just went with the craftable stuff from Doom Tower because I had crafting materials and CBC happened. You need pretty high accuracy. It's a very, very good amulet. Payman may not keep all this gear, but who knows. Star of the show is going to be Deathchanter. Deathchanter. Who would have thought I would have built a Deathchanter ever? But the popular replacement for Deathchanter is the Sprite guy. Her name. Demon Spawn. Hellbound Sprite? Hellborn Sprite. Is this deck? This is the popular replacement. 75%, 80% with mastery. But you hit 3 times, you're probably going to land it. So if you don't have if you don't have Hellborn Sprite, Deathchanter is the fallback. So that's what I did. The Deathchanter I put in. Oops. I put in Stalwart. As you might have saw, I put in Stalwart just to reduce his damage. If I had a blessing for him, I would do. I know I've sold his blessings because I thought I would never build a Deathchanter. I would do emergency heal for his blessing if you have even just a 1-star blessing, because A1 is where he put the shield on himself, which returns equal to the damage he does. But we're not really interested in his damage. Masteries, I just made him accurate, defensive. I could probably put another. Spend the last mastery. I'm weird in that I like to actually mastery up my champs, so he got all his masteries done before we get them to 60. And then Chamfort's in the vault here. Let's go so we can look at them. This is my build I use for Iron Twins. He has a bunch of accuracy. Resistance. Why did I give him resistance? Whatever. Really good resistance chest. But oh yeah, I gave him resistance for Iron Twins because he's resisting the debuff from Iron Brand. And he's got, pseudo clan boss type skills, just to wail on the boss a bit, and he's my Brimstone person. So that's it. So that's the team for Rotation 3 Amius. Deathchanter is not going to be able to keep these offset pieces because I think these are exceptionally good. The jewelry is probably fine, but getting him to these stats was kind of a pain. He's only 89 base speed, so I don't know if this is all that helpful, but what I managed to do to get the job done, I went with this just because of this ability, and my only real feasible alternative was a Manaya. And Manayas take legendary books, and I didn't want to spend the legendary books on Manaya for just one rotation if I didn't have to. So Deathchanter was the hero. So hopefully, if you are stuck on Amius or having trouble, that team helps a little bit. Unfortunately, the tanking of the Amius A1 was basically Padma, just taking the damage. Never died from the A1. Her HP level is near 54,000. So, anyway, that was the great success. Over the past week or so, I've done a bunch of the trainings. I picked up I did all the Blade Measure Titan event, even though I thought I wouldn't do it. I ended up doing the whole thing. I'm very sick of champion training. Oh, but it's all done. I picked up some goodies, and I did get White Queen and White King fully mastered, so they are done. Actually, recently built and mastered all the 5 of these characters during the various trainings for different levels. Yes, that's a Frostbringer. I have a 6-star soul for her. I need to actually send her and then give her her soul. Did I already do that? I might have already done that. I'm leveling a handful of champions just to get their souls on them. Morag's another one. Actually, I already put the soul on Frostbringer. I don't know if she'll be any good or not, but she'll be there as an option if I need a 6-star Frostbringer. Instead of Chamford, I was also thinking of doing Laburga here for Amius. That's why she's now 6-star and she's fully mastered, level 47. I'll get those levels eventually, probably through the Sparring Pit, because Sparring Pit is just so much free XP. And now to end the video, or closer to the end of the video, we're going to do some summons, because it's the last chance to get the Archer. So we're going to go for the Lego book and call it a day, probably. Unless we get really lucky. 3,000 points. I pulled my Prism Shard the other day, and it was an Ashma, so it was just a dupe. Nothing to see there. Let's get the pulls out of the way in the video. That's not what we want. We want this. We got 2x chance for legendaries at 12%, and we got 10x for Archer. And I'd really kind of like an Archer, and I've got the shards for it. So, but we will limit ourselves because there's a fusion coming up. Supposedly a very difficult one, so we had 260 points already from one pull, and we're going to go to 3,000 points for this event in hopes of getting the Archer. So, as I cross all my fingers, I will pull a shard and see what we get. Pull right off the bat. It's an Iron Brago. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I think that's my 4th Iron Brago. Not who we're looking for. Let's go again. Unfortunate. Your heart the stone. I think your food. I can't think of anywhere where useful. Immune to things. Yeah, it's nice. X one enemy. Yeah. X one enemy. Yeah, probably never getting used. Not even for Curse City. Steel Skull is a great early game poisoner, healer, cleanser. Anchorite. I think you're a buff manipulator. Remove. Yeah, you're a buff extender. Yeah, it's fine. 10% of the damage inflicted. Oh, yeah, nothing really. Alright, that's 1,500 points. We're halfway there. Hopefully, Archer. Come here, Archer. Oh. If Iron Brago's the only one I get, I'm going to be real sad. Kalia. Not thrilled. I built Kalia very early on in Clan Boss for fire debuff and Randall. Okay, Maximal pulls 4 more. I think I've seen you before. Next enemy ignores half the defense. Perfect middle if you're critical. Attacks all enemies, ignores some defense. And turn your boost, 3 turn cooldown. Done. An enemy twice, low chance of a freeze. And not impressing me. Not impressing me at all. Siege Hulk. Siege Hulk is someone I have leveled and built recently. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. I have leveled him. I haven't actually given him gear or used him or anything. So I've got one built. He's got 2 or 3 star ascension. Or awakened, I should say. 2 or 3 star awakened. I haven't actually thrown gear on him or put him in a stage yet. I think he's even booked. I'm not booked at Epic. Epics are cheap to book. No more epics. Bloodfeather. Completely worthless, I think. Increase speed. And decrease turn meter. Extra 30% chance I could. That's not too bad. Turn cooldown. Attacks one enemy. Extra. Decrease defense. One hit. And you just attack one person. You don't have to build threat. Okay, 2 more, maximum of 2 more. If this is a legendary, this is the end of the polls, but we'll find out. Oh, so 1 more. Knight Errant. Oh, don't want Knight Errant. Okay, last one for Archer, and then we got we've hit our limit. Oh, didn't get it. Johnny, I don't think we ever really want to build a Johnny, and I think we mostly throw Johnnies away. Increase your accuracy. What do? Do an HP burn. Yeah, you suck. All right, you're terrible. Oh well, no dice. But we're in an okay situation for we're fine for the fusion, I think. We're going to be okay. But we shot our shot for the Archer, didn't get her. Picked up a few goodies. Picked up that Iron Brago. I have so many Iron Bragos, though. How many Iron Bragos do we have? Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 Iron Bragos. Okay, I have to look into empowerment here pretty soon. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully the Amius stuff helps you out. Hopefully you enjoyed the summons. I hope you got the Archer, even though I didn't, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.